To pay tribute to Corporal Charles Cawetzka, I would like to introduce a gentleman who's definitely done some research in this whole process, and his name is Greg Farino.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you all for coming. My name is Greg Farino. I am a veteran of the United States Army and a military graves researcher from Riverview. We are here today to recognize, pay tribute to, and honor a true American hero, Congressional Medal of Honor recipient, Corporal Charles Cawetzka. I would like to welcome and thank the members of the Cawetzka family for being here with us today. Before I start, I would like to tell you the story of how I became involved in all of this. I was contacted by a friend on Facebook who was looking for the burial location of an ancestor of theirs who happens to be buried here. While doing so, I obtained a copy of the cemetery pamphlet which talks about Charles Cawetzka. I had no idea that there was a Medal of Honor recipient buried anywhere near me, so I had to pay my respects. When I visited his grave, I noticed that his headstone made no mention of him being a Medal of Honor recipient, so I set out to see if there was something I could do about that. The result of that will be unveiled here today. Charles was the second youngest of 4 children born to August and Johanna Lance Cawetzka on March 1st, 1877 in Detroit, Michigan. In approximately 1895, Charles moved to Chicago, Illinois, where he was working as a carpenter. On May 8, 1898, Charles enlisted into the United States Army as a private in Company I, 7th Illinois Infantry in the Spanish-American War, and was discharged on October 20th, 1898. After the Spanish-American War, Charles moved back to Michigan, where on July 10th, 1899, he re-enlisted into the United States Army into Company F, 30th U.S. Volunteer Infantry at Wayne, Michigan, and participated in the Philippine-American War. The 30th U.S. Volunteer Infantry was commanded by Cornelius Gardner and Major Matthew F. Steele. It mobilized at Fort Sheridan, Illinois from July 9th to August 5th of 1899. The regiment then left for San Francisco, California. On September 23rd, 1899, the regiment left San Francisco on U.S. Army transport Sherman. The regiment saw service at the Outer Manila Trenches in Schwann's Expeditionary Brigade through the provinces of Cavite, Batangas, Laguna, and Tayabas and Luzon. It garrisoned Tayabas province for 1 year. The regiment's losses were 2 officers and 30 men wounded in action, 8 enlisted killed in action, 76 enlisted men died of wounds and other causes, and 10 missing in action. On January 7, 1900, Charles was severely wounded in both thighs during an engagement near Imus in the province of Cavite. On August 23, 1900, Lieutenant Charles V. Baer and 16 men were repairing a telegraph line when they were ambushed east of Soraya. During this, Private Lash was wounded. 4 insurgents attacked Private D.A. Cooney who killed one and routed others. During this engagement, Sergeant Shortess rode a mule through enemy fire to Soraya for reinforcements. A retreat was ordered, but Private Charles Cawetzka remained guarding Private Lash, holding off the enemy with his gunfire of the insurgents until reinforcements arrived and routed the enemy. The regiment left Manila February 17, 1901, and mustered out at San Francisco, California on April 3, 1901. On April 17, 1901, Charles applied for a pension for his military service. On February 25, 1902, the pension request was granted. On March 14, 1902, Charles Cawetzka was awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor. The citation reads, "Single-handed, defended a disabled comrade against a greatly superior force of the enemy." On December 2nd, 1902, Charles married Clara Cross in Wayne, Michigan. They had 8 children together. Charles Cawetzka died at Eloise Hospital in Westland, Michigan on October 23, 1951. Our freedom isn't free. It has to be fought for. And it takes men like Charles Cawetzka to prove it. I would like to thank the City of Romulus, the Romulus Memorial Cemetery Board Chairwoman, Jan Lemon, and all the other members of the Cemetery Board. And most importantly, to everyone who donated funds to make this day possible. In closing, I would like to quote the last portion of a poem called The Song of the Camp that was written by the poet Bayard Taylor in 1856. Sleep, soldier, still in honored rest, your truth and valor wearing. The bravest are the tenderest, the loving are the daring. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Perino, for painting such a clear picture in honoring our hero this evening. Next, I would like to welcome to the podium Marty Cawetzka, family member of Charles Cawetzka.
Wow. It seems like the Cawetzka family has been saying wow a lot lately. Henry David Thoreau said, "And when we bring what is within out into the world, miracles happen." Everything leading up to and including this ceremony is a miracle for our family. We have been recipients of a miracle from all of you. When Greg Farino called and discussed his dream of honoring our grandfather, Charles Cawetzka, it was hard to believe. Greg's mission of honoring veterans is his life's legacy. He says he's just bringing honor to those who deserve it. Our family is one of many that Greg has helped through the years. It is because of his initial research effort and his passion that we are here tonight. Thank you, Greg. When Greg wanted to manifest his dream into reality, he went to the Romulus Cemetery Board, where he met Jan Lemon, the board, and City Council. They took charge immediately. It was General Dwight Eisenhower who said, "Plans are worthless. planning is everything. Jan Lemon, the Cemetery Board, and City Council have been planning for many months to make all of this happen, from the fundraiser to this glorious ceremony. Magic wand waving comes to mind when everything that has happened starts to settle into our thoughts. But it is no magic wand. It was Jan Lemon, Greg Farino, and the Cemetery Board who made it all happen. Jan, it was your hard work, your dedication, and wanting to make memories for us while we honor our grandfather. Jan, your passion and persistence have created memories for our entire family that will last forever. You held a picture of success for honoring Charles Cawetzka close to your heart, and that in turn has touched all of our hearts. That's the secret of your achievement, Jan. Your heartfelt passion combined with your vision of success. We thank the City Council, the Cemetery Board, and you, Jan Lemon. We are all here celebrating the character of our grandfather, great-grandfather, and great-great-grandfather for what he did to deserve the Congressional Medal of Honor. But there is a lot more character gathered here than that of Charles Cawetzka. There's an old proverb that says, quote, "One can easily judge the character of a person by the way they treat people who can do nothing in return to them." The memory of Charles Cawetzka and his entire family have benefited from the character of everyone who worked or attended the fundraiser, and from the individual character of every person attending tonight's glorious ceremony. This ceremony and your attendance speaks volumes of the depths of your character. Each one of you makes our country better by honoring our vets. And each one of you has made the Cawetzka family so fortunate to be in your presence and to receive the goodness and kindness of your character. From the entire family here tonight, those who live out of state, and from the many generations to come, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you very much.
Honoring a hero. The tribute is nearly 70 years overdue for a late veteran from Romulus. The heroism of Corporal Charles Cawetzka in the Philippine-American War earned him the military's Medal of Honor. But 7 Action News reporter Brian Abel tells us the award was not cemented in stone until now.
There are more than 300 veterans here at Romulus Memorial Cemetery, but only one has the Medal of Honor. But you don't see that on his gravestone, prompting Romulus to take action.
O'er the ramparts we watch, we're so gallantly streaming.
It's a very proud day for our whole family.
This precious moment for the Cawetzkas, months in the making to correct a misstep and give proper distinction to their grandfather, Corporal Charles Cawetzka, who earned the most distinguished award possible for a service member, the Congressional Medal of Honor from President Teddy Roosevelt.
On August 23rd, 1900, 16 men, they were ambushed east of Soraya. Private Charles Cawetzka remained guarding Private Lash, holding off the enemy with his gunfire.
You wouldn't know that history, though, from reading Cawetzka's grave at Romulus Memorial Cemetery. That didn't sit well with military grave researcher Greg Farino, who discovered the oversight.
I couldn't let it go.
Okay, this man needed to be honored.
But he says the VA told him, nope, nothing can be done. So he joined forces with Jan Lemon and the cemetery's board, who made spaghetti dinner for 200 people. The proceeds paying for this proper pomp, circumstance, and memorial.
It is a tremendous honor. So we are very proud. It's a very proud day for our whole family.
A military family who knew very little about their grandfather before a community came along to right a wrong.
My dad never talked about it. I think probably because it would bring up bad memories when he was in World War II.
And when we bring what is within out into the world, miracles happen.
In Romulus, Brian Abel, 7 Action News.
Gravestone is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
Important moment for the family.
Sure, fitting tribute
Yes.
as well.